everyone, welcome. I am Fatma and I study English language teaching departments at Abant İzzet Baysal University. Today, as part of our final project, we will be reconsidering some popular ideas about language learning. I will be giving a presentation on this topic. Learning a language is becoming an increasingly important skill every day. Understanding and communicating in different languages are becoming more valuable in a globalized world. Why do we need to reconsider popular ideas about language learning? Because these ideas have been widely accepted over time, but they may not always fully reflect reality. In this presentation, we will debunk some language learning myths and discuss the facts. Are you ready? Let's review the popular ideas about language learning and see how we can improve our language skills together. After gaining now knowledge about what is necessary for the good language learning experience, you can gain a new perspective on your language learning journey. Now let's get started. Dear listeners, today we will address some common myths about the language learning process. These myths are widely believed but contradict reality when it comes to language learning. Now, I will explain myths and present evidence that contradicts their validity. Firstly, we often believe that languages are mainly learned through imitation. However, language learning is a complex process that goes beyond mere imitation. It involves understanding vocabulary acquisition, grammar rules, and developing communication skills. Another belief is that parents often correct their children's grammar mistakes. In reality, research shows that parents tend to focus on their children's understanding of messages rather than correcting grammar mistakes, because correcting mistakes can negatively affect the language learning process sometimes. The relationship between language and intelligence has been debated for years. It is commonly believed that individuals with high intelligence are good language learners. In reality, intelligence level does not directly impact language learning ability. Language learning is associated with motivation, consistent practice, and effective learning strategies. Motivation is also known to be an important factor in language learning. It's true. So, can we say that motivation is the best predictor of second language learning success? Motivation is indeed an important factor, but it is not sufficient to predict success on its own. Using the right strategies in the language learning process, frequent language use, and support from effective resources are also influential factors. Another belief is that starting second language learning early increases the likelihood of learning success. However, research shows that the impact of age on language learning success is not always definitive. What matters is having a good teaching method, effective materials, and regular practice are also very important. Our native language also influences second language acquisition. At this point, we might think that most errors made by second language learners originate from their first language. However, the sources of errors made by second language learners are diverse. The influence of the first language can be significant, but the reasons for errors are complex and not limited to the first language alone. Learning new vocabulary is a crucial aspect of language acquisition. So, is reading the best way to achieve this? Reading is an effective method for expanding vocabulary, but it is not sufficient on its own. Learning words through practice, repetition, and using them in real life context, real life conversations are more effective approaches. Is it essential to pronounce all sounds correctly in second language, or do we need to pronounce all sounds correctly when learning a second language? Having perfect pronunciation is not necessary for the success of second language learning. Communication skills and comprehensibility are more important. Correct pronunciation can be developed over time. It is uh, there is a belief that learners can easily converse with native speakers once they know 1000 words and the basic structures of the language. Is it true? Uh, in reality, the process of learning a language is complex and not solely completed with knowledge of vocabulary or grammar. The language learning process should be supported by practice and real world communication experiences. Finally, some people believe that classrooms are suitable for gaining knowledge about the language but not for practicing language use. However, classrooms are important for both learning about the language and using it. They provide the right materials, interactive activities, and chances to practice, which are crucial for language learning. We have examined some common misconceptions about the language learning process today. We have seen that they are not true. Remember, you don't have to be young to learn a language. It is possible to learn a language at any age. Also, the belief that you need years of education to learn a language is not valid. Motivation plays a significant role in language learning success. We have explained these misconceptions and seen the evidence that contradicts them. I wish you all success in your language learning journey. Thank you.